Well, one of the race meetings of the year, 7th of January, Hollywoodbets Kenilworth, and it is the Lomorance King's Plate over 1,600 meters, and really, really nice to have Michelle Rix on the line, of course, representing Michelle Rix and Harold Crawford, with none other than the people's horse, the son of elusive forthcoming. I think before we even say hi to Michelle, I'd just like to wish her a very happy 2023, Michelle, to yourself, your family, and your stable. All the best for the new year.
Thanks, Deez. Appreciate it. Let's hope we can start it off with a bang.
What a special horse has found you, the winner of the Hollywoodbets Durbanville, the winner of the World Sports Betting Met. I mean, those are just dream races in a trainer's career, and you've won them both. Special, special, special.
Oh gosh, I tell you what, I owe this horse. You know, we work our whole lives to have those trophies in our mantelpiece, and you know, if it wasn't for a horse like this, who's given me that start early on in my career, I don't know, I would have still been, you know, there would have still been a pipe dream. So I owe a lot to him.
Talking about, owing a lot, what about Ashwin Reynolds and your association with him, prior to the syndication of the horse, now with the Committee Ding syndicate? I mean, Ashwin, he's just been, I'm sure now he's a family friend.
Well, that's it. I was chatting to Gavin the other day, and, obviously we sit together at all these awards, and I said to him, Gavin, the greatest award this horse has ever given us, he's turned perfect strangers into family. So, the Reynolds family, the Lorena family, this horse has done wonders for all of us. We'll forever be grateful to him for bringing us all together.
I must give you 10 out of 10 for being brave. And I use the word for being brave because you didn't have to, for traveling this horse up to Gauteng and trying to achieve, the three big ones in three different provinces. That was brave of you, Michelle.
Yeah, that's it, Deez. To be the best, you got to beat the best, and there's hurdles along the way, and that's it. It's always been a dream of mine to stand up on the Turpentine stage with a Grade 1 winner, and when you've got a horse like this, you have to take those chances. It didn't pan out exactly the way we wanted it to, but it's definitely not going to hold me back. I am determined. I will be on that Turpentine stage one day with the Grade 1 trophy in my hand. Whether it's this horse or another horse, those are dreams that I look to achieve.
Okay, just let's look back on the last few months. So from Turpentine, you come back for the KZN Champion season. You ran two great races in the July and, of course, the Champions Cup where you were just touched off. Now, you gave him a small break, and you know him best. What have you made of his two runs back this season, Michelle?
You know what? We've always gone that route leading into the July last year, into the Mets, of the year before, and the Met last year. We've always given him easy prep runs leading into the big races. And in terms of maturity, this horse he's grown wonders. For the first time, his mind has reached the level of his physicality. He knows what he's got to do. He's got a job at hand. He was still very green and still very backward in the July and Met as well. So to see this horse coming into the Cape Summer season with the mindset that he's got now, it's very exciting.
That run last time out in that 1600, I mean, that was a superb effort from him, the way you brought him on over 1,200 meters. And, he will be spot on for this race, wouldn't he? I mean, this is like his peak run.
100%, he was probably a little bit too far back for my liking in the Greenpoint Stakes. I would have liked him maybe 3 lengths closer, but that's why we have prep runs, Deez, and to get all those issues out the way, we're not going to make any mistakes when it comes to the mile in the King's Plate on Saturday.
Well, just assessing the field, and with all due respect to the opposition, I just want to touch on the two horses. Barring your horse, the one being Jet Dark, who's going for 3 in a row in this race. He is a horse that you've locked horns with on a few occasions. And then the up-and-coming star, number 9, Charles Dickens, who will like to remain unbeaten. And he's a horse that's also captured our imagination. What you make of your opposition in this field, in particular these two horses?
Listen, we've always always had a rivalry with Jet Dark, and it's a good, healthy one. We love going down to the wire. We've turned the tables on each other a few times, so that's always exciting. And then the horse that's made everybody stand up is Charles Dickens. We can't look past a horse like that who's done absolutely nothing wrong, and is definitely set a cat amongst the pigeons with the likes of the two older horses in Comet and Jet Dark. So it's it's what racing's about. We need excitement. We need this exhilaration. We need people to have this fire in their belly again for these big races. So you know what? It's that old adage: to be the best, you've got to beat the best.
But I don't know if you pay much attention to the betting, but Charles Dickens is currently trading at around 5 to 10 at the time of recording of the show, which is the day before the big race. Jet Dark's at 9 to 2 and Comedy Ding at 6 to 1. That's a big discrepancy in the odds, isn't it?
It is, and I think also being a smaller trainer, that does lend itself to having longer odds. But that's something that we worried about before. We're out there to add this race to his CV and try and end his career for the bank before he gets off to stud.
Well, in closing, it's all systems go. You're very happy with everything, and you're going to make a big race of it on Saturday.
Absolutely. We've actually just got back from the beach about 20 minutes ago. Horses are well. He's doing very well. Gavin's happy with him. And as of now, there's nothing more I can do. It's all in the hands of the jockey. Well,
regardless of his career moving forward, Michelle, I'd just like to thank you and your team and everybody who's associated with this horse, with the wonderful memories that he's given us over his career thus far. And we thank you for that.
Oh, thank you, Deez. He's the people's horse. And if he can do it for anybody, let him do it for the people that have followed him throughout his career.
All the best on Saturday, Michelle, and thank you for your valuable time.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Deez.
Well, thanks to Michelle for her valuable time and telling us a bit more about the people's horses he's come to know. Kometidan.